Yo, we outside, man. Toys Battle League. You already know who I am, Nico TV, the voice of the West. We got the king here, capital G on that, I
Capital
might
G,
add,
man.
man. We got King Leo here. What's good with you, bro?
What's going on with y'all, man? What's going on, man? Just fresh off a win yesterday. Judged win against Fate. Reverse couldn't make it tonight, so that would have been cool to whoop two dope niggas in one weekend. But next event, he gonna get that work. He kind of saved himself.
Now, look, Sacramento been very active, man. You had back-to-back, battles. If Reverse would have been here, Next just got through battling back-to-back, man. Was this some Sacramento planning? Was we out here trying to back-to-back?
Bro, honestly, me and Next just ended up getting on the same cards. I even told this thing, I said, you the reason I'm not main eventing. Nigga, you keep getting on the same cards as me. But nah, me and Next been fucking with it. We've been sparring for all of this shit. Like last week, or like 2 weeks ago when we had this shit in Riverside, we were both like, bro, how we gonna get next week's battles out? You know what I mean? But it's 916, bro. We were literally bred for this shit. You know what I mean? We came from last minute shit.
Listen, man, Sacramento's what we do, man. But now, look, you talked about the Fate battle, man. You got a judge win. Talk about that, because I know there was a lot of rollout with that. It's a lot of history there. Did it play out the way you wanted to?
It didn't play out the way I wanted to because I fucked up in my third. You know what I mean? I fucked up in my third, and I only had like 12 bars left, and I should have just cut it, but I started freestyling bullshit. Trust me, that shit was ass. You know what I mean? But the first 2 rounds were so clear, like there was nothing that could be said. The judges there are weird though. I'll say that. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because, bro, I had a rebuttal against one of the judges in the first round, and they specifically didn't give me that round, but since they thought I won the battle, they gave me the third round, which is stupid because I choked in it. But it was a judge 2-1 against Fate either way.
Hold on. There's a slip up in the first. They gave that round to Fate. But then there was the actual choke in the third.
Yeah,
they gave you that round.
It wasn't a slip up. It wasn't. I rebutted, and then I looked at the sky. I said, "Shit, I shouldn't have rebutted." And then I just got right into my material.
Okay.
So I don't call that. I don't call that.
So no controversy.
Nah. I don't call that. The controversy is them telling me I won the third round. The only reason the judge, and I said the only reason that judge said I didn't win the first was because I told him, I said, I'm battling this nigga, not you, because the judge was telling the last battlers, hey man, look at me when you battle, look at me. I don't care about you, I'm not battling you. So I had that, I made sure out the gate I said that, you feel me? And then I was like, wait, what's the beginning of my shit? I said, fuck, I shouldn't have freestyled. And then I just went right into my material, you know what I mean? And Fate, you feel me, as dope as Fate is, I think he was lackadaisical in that, man. I'm not too proud of that win because it wasn't the Fate that I'm used to. It felt like Fate was just there to get a check, and I understand. These niggas think King Leo is an easy win, but I was going crazy on that shit, bro. The first 2 rounds were clear as day. Clear as day. He didn't punch more than me. He didn't outperform me. He didn't rebuttal. He didn't do none of that.
Now, I have to ask this question, man, because that event that you go to, man, shout out to the queen who be putting that together in the city, man. Normally, it's the Dominoes tournament. It's the ciphers going on. You got one battle every year. Normally, that's your slot. But this year, she put a couple more on there.
Yeah.
For you, that one event in a year being in Sacramento, is that like your summer madness at this point where it's like, oh, yeah, this is my shit. For this day, this event, this weekend, this is my shit when I go in here?
I mean, pretty much just because, like Simone, shout out Simone, man. She's super cool promoter. Because like you say, it's not just, she'll put a battle on the event, but it's not a battle rap event. She's giving out scholarships. There's domino tournaments with cash prizes, cipher tournaments with cash prizes, performances and shit like that. And quiet as kept, the reason I ran into her was because I was in jail and she booked me for Shayna Ashley while I was locked up. And so after that, I just been fucking with her, and I got Josh on the card because she was looking for another battle. And then when she went to that Westworld event in Sac, that's where she ran into Next and everybody. And I'm like, oh, those are people you want to holla at for real. Like, you feel me? I ain't out here gatekeeping nothing, bro. I want everybody in Sac to eat.
Yeah, now my bro, he be doing the ciphers up there, Mr. G, that's my brother.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he put me in contact with her and she started pulling up to the Westworld events, the free world events and everything.
Shout
so
out
now
Simone, man.
she definitely be doing a lot of good work, man.
Yeah.
But for you, bro, like at this point, bro, like what's left? I know you was on the draft with Westworld, you was trying to get into that lane. Do you feel like this Fate battle should have like an impact for you going forward, or do you feel like you need another performance over there on Westworld to really show who you are?
I don't mind going through the free agency process just because I fucked up in my third round. If it was 3 flawless rounds and I got that judge, I would have said, nigga, that's a clip. That's number 6 in Westworld. That's a clear, at least put me in solitary. At least skip me free agency and put me in solitary. But you know, I did fuck up and I didn't get to battle reverse tonight. And that was my main.
Oh, we live and outside, man. You know you got shit going on outside us, man.
Hey, that shit was, what the fuck was he talking about?
It got me trying to remember what we was just talking about, man. But not with Westworld and the whole process and everything.
So the reason, and niggas can talk shit about all they want. Niggas can talk shit about all they want, talking about, oh, you a vet going into the Westworld draft. I don't look at it as that. I look at it as I'm doubling back to sharpen my sword to see what needs to be done in this new era. You know what I mean? I've been doing this shit for a long time. A very long time. I've been doing this shit at a top tier level consistently. Work ethic, more than 12 battles a year type shit. For the 13 years I've been battling. So it's a way to get the new West reacquainted with me, and for me to also start understanding what this era of battle rap wants. Cause before, it was like barbarians. Fuck your league if you not my league, and nigga, let's do something. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying it's all friendly, but it's more supportive now. And I'm not used to supportive especially if I feel like it's whack. Everybody gets support now. Even if they not whack, they'll be talking about, you did cool, you did cool. I don't fuck with that shit. If a nigga ass, say ass. If I was ass, say I was ass. Like nigga said I was ass versus that, okay. You know what I mean? I take that shit. Like, I just feel like niggas need to be more realistic with themselves. You know what I mean? As far as free agency goes, the only person in there, oh shit. So there's two people in there that have judged wins against me, Effects and X the God. But everybody else I'm super not worried about. Like, the experience gap is where the big difference come. And I'm not gonna keep, rehashing all these old tales like, yeah, I was doing this, doing that, but look where I'm at today though. I'm getting booked versus Fate. I'm getting booked versus Reverse Live. I got booked versus Caustic. I'm still getting these looks regardless of, you feel me, what the general says of battle rap. You know what I mean? And that's all I can ask for, bro. All I want is some respect. I give respect, I want the same respect. You feel me? And if I gotta beat a nigga over the head with 3 rounds for it, then I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely. My last question for you, bro, before we get out of here, man. You being one of the people who really trailblazed the Sacramento scene on the battle rap side of it. Obviously, Q was putting the events together with PNR, but you really one of the first ones. Then it was you, Dre Run, Next pull up, Drix pull up, Driller pull up. Had a little movement going in the PNR days, and now you see where it's gone to now, where you have Free Game, you have the Justice, the League outside. Where do you see the Sacramento scene in terms of the development over the years, and where do you think it could improve at so we can get that next level going out here?
I think in terms of production, 100%, the development has been way above the roof. You know what I mean? Shout out Q, but Q had a vision to make sure everything was grimy and gritty, and it worked for a minute until these other 4K videos is coming out, and like, you know what I mean? Man, shout out Q, bro. If it wasn't for Q, I wouldn't have kept doing this shit. You know what I mean? As far as Free Game goes, man, I love what they're doing. I think we should start having more Sac only shit though. Like I love the free world shit. But when was the last Free Game event we had? I don't want to put us in a box with SoCal. And I ain't no disrespect to y'all niggas, but I'm a NorCal nigga. I don't want to put us in a box and that's what it feel like the free world is, because Free Game hasn't had an event. They've only ran the shit through the Westworld side, and I get it. That's bigger, and booking events is hard. Trust me, League, I get it. I just feel like Sacramento needs to get back to, nigga, this is Sac, it's us. You feel me? Instead of, oh yeah, we fuck with them. You know what I mean? And that's probably just the old school battle rapper in me that's still on like barbarian timing, where it's like groups and shit like that. But I really do feel like Sacramento could do a lot better if we had more consistent events with just the Sac shit. Cause Simone, she only throws like 1 or 2 events a year. I can't remember the last Free Game event that got thrown, but like besides the free world ones. So I think for Sac, just, bro, making sure we do some shit for us. like Next say, this for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To bring out more of the Sac artists who might not even know about battle rap, but can get ingratiated. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? That's all it is to it, man. It's the 916, bro. We gonna be here. We gonna be here forever. We was there back in the days. We was here in the beginning, in the middle. We gonna be here in the end, yo.
Nah, it's a fact. Listen, the belt is in Sacramento, man. So all that, everything else, you know where the belt at,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
mean,
go ahead and
shout
sign,
out Next, dog.
Go ahead and sign us out, bro.
Hey, man, King Leo, capital G, #Petty Gang, man. Y'all be smooth.